Hello students, welcome to Standard 9, Subject Mathematics, Chapter 5, Introduction to Euclid Geometry. Lecture number 8 it is. In this we will see Theorem 5.1 with proof, we will see. So what is Theorem 5.1 is? Two distinct lines cannot have more than one point in common. Two distinct lines if you draw, they will not have more than one point in common. So to prove this, as stepwise in last lecture also we have seen, first we will write data means given thing is let the two distinct lines are L and M. Two distinct means two different lines are L and M given. What to prove? That these two distinct lines L and M cannot have more than one point in common. Means it will have only one point in common. More than one point common will not be existing. So in proof, by the method of contradiction is, we want to prove that only one point in common. So we will take more than one point in common. That is here, the method of contradiction. So let's two lines intersect in two distinct points, say P and Q. We want to prove only one point is common, but what we are taking, let the two lines are having two common points P and Q. Means they are intersecting each other at two different points. If we consider this way, so we have two lines passing through two distinct points. What does this mean? Two lines intersecting in two distinct points. Means from these 2 points, both the line L and M are passing. This means this is given here. We have two lines, both L and M, passing through two distinct points P and Q. L and M, two lines are both are passing through P and Q 2 points. Two lines passing through 2 points. That's the conclusion from this. But this assumption, what we have considered, clashes with axiom 5.1. Why? Because in axiom 5.1 that only one line can pass through two distinct points. If we have two distinct points, only one line can pass through. This way the figure also we can roughly take here. If we have 2 points P and Q, this is only the one line can pass through it. No other line will be there. And before this the statement was two lines passing through two distinct points. It is impossible. Why this comes? Because we consider two lines intersecting two distinct points. Okay, so this contradicts the axiom and the universal truth. This contradicts. One line can pass through only two distinct points. This is the true thing. But this is here we have two lines are passing through two distinct points. This contradiction with the universal truth has arisen. Why this has come? Due to our incorrect assumption, because we have assumed it is incorrect. What we have assumed that two lines intersect in two distinct points. It is wrong. It is incorrect. So what is correct? That two lines intersect in only one point. So that is here. Thus the conclusion that two distinct lines cannot have more than one point in common. Two distinct lines will not have more than one common point. This is the conclusion comes, and this is the theorem also. For this way, this method is called method of contradiction, in which whatever we want to prove, its opposite we have to take, and by taking opposite, if we are going incorrect somewhere, like here we have reached up to incorrect situation which is not matching with the truth, then our assumption will be wrong, and if our assumption will be wrong, that means theorem will be true. Like here, we have assumed that two lines intersect at two distinct points. That was wrong. So our conclusion comes on that two lines never intersect in two distinct points. It will have only one point in common. So one point in common is two. More than one point will not be. After completing this can be asked of 1 or 2 mark question. This is theorem can be asked to you. So with proof we have to understand and learn. You are write it. You are suggested to write it very fair handwriting in fair book. Exercise 5.1 now we have, and in that first question is state true or false of the following statement. Give reasons for your answers. So the first statement is only one line can pass through a single point. This is the statement. You want to say that true or false. So it is the false statement. Since infinitely many lines can pass through a single point. So here by figure I have shown. If you have this way a single point P, you can draw this way a line, this way a line, this way a line. So many lines, infinitely many lines you can draw here passing through this P point. So the statement is wrong because only one line can pass through a single point is given. And actually infinitely many lines can pass through. So this statement is false due to this reason and with the figure. We are giving the reason. Second statement is there are an infinite number of lines which pass through two distinct points. Here, if you have two distinct points, say P and Q, if I draw the line passing through both the points, only this line I will get, no other line I will get. But here given that infinite number of lines pass through. So that's why answer is false. This statement is false. This contradicts the axiom 5.1. As we have seen in axiom 5.1, here also we have used it. That only one line can pass through two distinct points. If we have 2 points, only one line can pass. But the statement have that infinite number of lines can pass through two distinct points. So it is the false statement with this reason that axiom 5.1 also we have. Only one line will pass through. Okay, third number is a terminated line can be produced indefinitely on both the sides. So this is the statement true because of postulate 2. In Euclid's postulate 2 we have seen that a line is there, say AB. It can be produced on both the sides. It can be produced on both the sides infinitely. We have seen this. In postulate 2 it was. So this statement is the postulate 2 actually, and it is true, universal truth. And this figure supports it. Next, fourth number, if two circles are equal, then their radii are equal. So it is also a true statement since to construct two equal circles, if you want to draw two equal circles, what you have to do? We have to take a same point as a center. You have to take the center as the same point. As the same point you have to take the center and equal measured radii. To support this, I will draw here the rough figure that one circle if I draw this way with the center, suppose P, or C. Suppose C is the center of the circle. So to equal to this one more circle if I want to draw, I have to superimpose this. On this only I can draw the same circle. So this way it is called two circles, two equal circles. So both will have same center and both will have same radius also. This length is called radius actually. Center to the circle length. So to draw the two equal circles, we need the same point as a center and same measured radius. So radius will be equal for two circles. So it is true. With this reason and supporting to this, the figure also we can draw from. Fifth number, in figure that is given here, AB line segment PQ and XY. If AB equal to PQ, this AB is equal to PQ given and PQ equal to XY, PQ equal to XY given. AB equal to PQ given and PQ equal to XY given. Then it will be AB equal to XY. So this AB equal to XY will be that way. The statement is, so the answer is true as Euclid's axiom number 1. What is Euclid's axiom number 1? If you read on page number, it is 81. You will see the first axiom as things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. Things which are equal to this thing is equal to this and this thing is equal to this, then this and this will be equal to one another. That way axiom 1 is given and by that axiom this statement becomes true, universal truth. So this way, you are suggested in this lecture to write down this theorem 5.1 two times or three times. You see the lecture also two times or three times, and you try to understand it very well, and try to write without seeing it. That way also you practice it. And exercise 5.1 question 1 we have solved, so that also you are suggested to write down, giving the answer as stating that true or false the statement with the reason, and figure also you draw, so it will be easy to understand and it will be remembered long.